Hi guys, and welcome to Ask Allie, your place for spiritual advice for busy people. Ask Allie is the longest running spiritual podcast on iTunes. I've been helping others there since 2005. You can catch the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, True FM, Google Play, and along with watching it on YouTube. Today is Monday, July 9th, 2018. I want to thank you for joining in and giving me a listen to. If you'd like to get a reading, find out more about me, or support the podcast, I'll leave the information below in the show's notes. And don't forget, if you like this podcast, please rate it. Again, I want to say this every week until this person gets a hold of me. If you ordered a 3-question video reading from yours truly, I need you to email me, allietheis@yahoo.com, or send me a PM at Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever, because your email address is not any good. I can't do your reading without your email, so you can send me your questions. All right? So please send that in. My son survived his wisdom teeth extracted last week. Thank God. He was, Mom, this is no problem. He soared through last Tuesday. And I kept telling him, just wait until all the anesthesia wears off, all the painkillers. Yeah, that came around Wednesday. And he was looking for his pills. He survived it all. He now is on his way to Virginia Beach with his girlfriend and his girlfriend's parents and her brother for a week. So I hope he has a really good time. Hope there's good weather down there in Virginia. I hope it all works and that he comes back a happy camper. Because before we know it, he's going into a senior year at high school. Where does the time go? I added new benefits to supporting the podcast at all tier levels. For the first tier, which is you donating $1 a month to yours truly, you get 5% off anything from allietheis.com and outofbodyecstasy.com. If you support at the $5 level, you get 10% off at both places. If you support at the $10 level, you get 15% off at both places. And if you support at the $25 a month level, you get 25% off at both places. So that is a new perk for you guys. And I put the information on how to support the podcast. It's below in the show's notes. Now, this Thursday, I have a free, F-R-E-E, free webinar on twin flames, soulmates, and telepathic sex. It's this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you cannot make it, there will be a replay, but you have to sign up for it. So the link is, of course, below the show's notes, and I hope to see you there. Now, the following Tuesday, July 17th, correct, I am doing another free webinar on how to write an online course. Okay, it's basic, how to write a course, and that's next Tuesday. The information for that as well is below in the show's notes, and it's free, so I hope you can show up. And if you can't be there for it live, of course, for that there will also be a replay, but you got to sign up. Okay, I'm getting closer and closer to the 777 Institute opening. I cannot wait, hence why I did the how to write a course. So for those of you who want to put a course on the Institute, this will show you how to do it. Okay? All right. What else is going on that I need to tell you about? Can't really think of anything. If I do, it'll crop up as I'm doing the rest of the Ask Allie podcast. Now, for the Oracle card overview of the week, I am using Denise Lynn. Looky there. It is a Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. I love this deck. I use it often. And keep in mind, again, this is an overview of the upcoming week. Each card may not seem to pertain to each and every person who listens to this podcast, but I want you to keep in mind how it's gone in the past with this reading is that each card ties into each other. So it seems to follow a progression. Now, I don't know if this week will be the same or not, but that's the way it has been. We'll see what happens. All right. And of course, if you're listening to this on iTunes or Google Play or something and you want to see which cards I've pulled, you can either Google them or you can stop by YouTube and see the video. All right, so let's choose our 3 cards. We've got 1, we have number 2, and what's coming for number 3, guys? This one. All right, so let's get these out of here. All right, so what do we got? I like that one. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, I like that one too. All right, and they all seem to go together, as usual. Okay, guys, for the first card we have here, we have Rejuvenating Rain. Look at that. And Rejuvenating Rain is all about clear the past and heal the present. It is almost impossible to move forward in any part of your life if you haven't cleared out the past and you haven't healed the present. You can't heal the past. You have to heal the present. And when you heal the present, that clears out the past. You know, moving forward cannot occupy the same space as the past. And if the past is all in your energy and it's all you think about, it's very, very difficult for you to move forward because that space is already occupied by the past. Correct? Very lucky. And the only way you can fix this is to concentrate on the present. I'm looking down at the various animals. I've got 12 cats down here. And they're all in states of, who should we attack phase? So, all right. So that's card number 1, which goes into card number 2, because if you clear out the present, clear out the past, and heal the present, then we come to Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. You've got extra room. Your energy's clear. It's ready for some more stuff. You know? So we're at the Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. Which always sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Which leads us to our third one. When success expands in your life, where does it take you? It takes you to the vast vistas. Expand your horizon. So once you clear the past, heal the present, success expands in your life. Therefore, it expands your horizon. Because it's pretty difficult to have success without expanding, without it kind of pushing you outside of your comfort zone. So this all ties together, which I think is absolutely awesome. So again, we have Rejuvenating Rain is the first card. The Gates of Triumph is our second card. And our third card is Vast Vistas. Awesome. Overview for everybody, but of course, if you guys ever wanted a one-on-one reading, so that whatever I do is meant just for you, you can get one. Just go to outofbodyecstasy.com. All right, so here we are, excuse me, cat, for the topic of the week. And I feel this cough has been hanging on since May. I am really tired of it. But here we are. Topic: the fork in the road. We all get to a fork in the road at some point in time in our lives. One path can be to stay, the same way everything's been going, while the other way is maybe to get off the beaten path. Or the fork can be one way to follow is the path of security, while the other path is to dream big. And then you have uncertainty because it's not secure, right? But what do you do when you get to the fork? How do you know which path to take? Do you ask your friends, your family, your co-workers, your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner? Who do you ask? I want you to think about something. No matter what advice that group gives you, they're never as vested in the outcome of what path you take than you. Nobody. Not your parents, not your spouse, not your children, not your co-workers, not your boss. Nobody is as vested in the outcome of you traveling down that path, but you. Okay? So, how can you make a decision without asking others for their 2 cents? Because quite frankly, when you ask people for their 2 cents, it usually muddles up what you're trying to think, right? You kind of get detoured to where they want you to go, as opposed to where you want to go. So how can you make that decision without asking a whole bunch of people for their 2 cents? Well, I'm glad you asked me that question. I used this process just the other day. Hello, cat. I used this process just the other day, whether or not to go the security path or to dream big. Now, as a Taurus, I love my security. I value it highly. But that dreaming big thing just wouldn't let go. So this is what you do. I'm old school. So you get out a piece of paper, pen, make 2 columns. Yes, you can do it on the computer. Yes, you can do it on your tablet, your cell phone. But it always seems to have more meaning when you actually write it down. Okay? So get a piece of paper and make 2 columns. Make a label on top of each column for each path. So for me, it would have been security here on the left and big dreams here on the right. Okay? In each column, write down what you happen to like about taking that path. What do you like about taking the path? Security. Well, obviously it makes me feel secure. Makes me feel grounded. Makes me feel... That's what it made me feel. Secure and grounded. Dream big. It made me feel scared and curious and excited and terrified. Yeah, that's what I put down. I'm trying to think what I think because I don't have it in front of me anymore. Now, once you make those 2 columns and you write down what you like about each of those paths, put on some music, and if you're old enough, grab yourself an adult beverage. Okay? Look at the column on the left. Read down what you wrote about what you would like about that path. Okay? Read it. Then close your eyes and feel how it would be to take that path. Imagine the path. Imagine traveling it, because all paths really are just paths. There's never really a destination. Everything's a journey. Okay? So imagine the journey. How do you feel about that journey? When you can't imagine it anymore, go to the right column. Do the exact same thing. Read what you wrote down, close your eyes, and imagine how you feel going down that path. How does the journey make you feel? Because some sort of feeling will come out for each of those paths. All right? Now, if they don't, because there's always that thing, I feel nothing for each path, right? If you can't imagine each path and you feel dead inside for both paths, well, don't take either path. You need to choose a different fork in the road. That could be a third fork, doing exactly the same thing. Okay, so back to where we were. Now, when you're done with both, which one brought you the most happiness when you imagined it? Because both, again, should give you some level of happiness. If you're dead inside, then really neither path is for you. Which one brought you the most happiness when you imagine it? Which one caused your heart chakra to expand and vibrate? Whichever one gave you the most happiness, whichever one the heart chakra said, yeah, man, and expanded and vibrated, that's the path you choose. You do. So that's how I chose dreaming big over security. I went against all my Taurus feelings. Went to dreaming big. And trust me when I say it's something that was very foreign to me. But so far, the dreaming big part is paying off in spades. And I'm so glad I made my columns and I chose the path because my default reaction is security. And that's the path I'm going to win. I'm glad I listened to me. So give it a shot the next time you have a fork in the road. All right? And let me know how that goes for you. I want to thank you for joining me here at Ask Allie. If you like this episode, please rate it and tell your friends. The more people who listen, the more people I can help have their aha moments. Join me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can find the podcast at outofbodyecstasy.com and askalliepodcast.com. You guys have yourself a fabulous week. And, I will not catch you next Monday. I will catch you next Tuesday. I will not be home next Monday. So catch you guys next Tuesday. Have a fabulous week. I'll catch you on the 17th. All right, guys.